It is Sunday morning and I am going to go to Marine Creek. That's the place that always kicks my butt. So lots of people go there, it's public. You can drop boats in there. A lot of kayak fishers go there. A lot of bank fishers go there. That's what I do. So today I'm gonna go out there with 2 rods. I'm gonna take a 6-ounce blue flake clout, I believe is what it is. And then I have another rod that's gonna have a jig tied on. We're gonna see if we can catch anything. Thanks for waking up with me. Thanks for watching. Let's go see if we can catch a fish. We're gonna be quiet, try to sneak up on something. I don't have a whole lot of time to get on the bite this morning. Wife's got some plans with some of her friends, so I'm hoping I can come stick one quick, get a nice picture of it, go back inside where it's warm. I've been coming out here for about 8 years. And that college that's straight in front of me right now used to look like a junior high. Looks more like a university now. I mean, you could bomb this out here with this wind, but setting the hook whenever the line's 50 yards out there is not ideal. But if the fish are 50 yards out there, God, that was a big blow up out there. How's something hitting the top of the water? I brought a topwater frog, but I didn't bring anything to cut that braid with. My teeth ain't sharp enough to chomp through braid. All right. I brought that jig. Let's see if it can yield a bite. I doubt it, but you never know. Got a good trailer, got a love grub behind it, so we'll swim it. Those little appendages on the back of those grubs on that love grub kick like frog legs, move a lot of water. Oh yeah, that might be able to fool a fish. Well, if there's any beds there, I can't see around those cattails there. That big old jig probably piss off a bass. Oh, it felt like a knot. I may go over there by that dam just to get out of the wind. I think I'm gonna do that. It's too cold. Pretty rocky bottom here. We're just gonna fan cast, beat this spot up for a little bit with this jig, pop it a few times, we'll swim it a few times. That's why I like bringing a jig, is because you can do so many different things with it. And I have noticed in colder weather, you can get some pretty big bites with these jigs. Nothing yet. We're not gonna give up. Let's throw this worm a couple times before we move on. Maybe they just don't want that big jig. Maybe you want this skinny little loin. Maybe. This little worm may get hung up in these rocks. We'll break her off though. I ain't going out there and getting it. TDC. Oh, I see some fish swimming out there. Let's see if we can get out here without falling in the water. My favorite time of the year right here is this early spring. Springtime, you know, you're just coming off of winter, and fall down here in Texas, we don't get too many colors. Usually fall, just everything falls off the trees and then everything turns yellow to brown. And then your oak trees have no leaves on them and grass is all dormant. Spring comes, you get some rain showers, the sun starts coming out, and then, you know, everything starts turning green, and Texas is lined with wildflowers. So driving through the state looks really cool, especially if you know you drive out to the country where it's not as populated and you just got open fields. Drive through the hill country and you see some rolling hills, no mountains, but something about just seeing everything turn green, you know, puts me in a good mood anyways. There was something jumping. It's the second time I've seen something hit the top of the water. I mean, I put that right where that thing hit. There we go, fish on. There we go. Yes, sir, let's get her in. There we go. We got one, folks. On the blue flake worm, he couldn't stand it. Little bitty sucker. And boy, he's been caught before. Look at that. Look at that. Look how easy this would have been to come off. Holy smokes. Well, that's what we were after. That's what we wanted. We wanted to come down here and get a bite. We got blessed with a Sunday morning bass. Holy moly. Aggressive little sucker. I threw right out there where I saw it. Well, we're gonna release this sucker real slow. Appreciate you coming and playing with us here, fish. And he took off. Awesome. Connecting with nature, one bite at a time, folks. I was just about ready to give up and move on, but thankfully we gave her another cast. Or actually, thankfully that bass showed up and splashed right out there. It gave me the idea to throw it out there, and he hit that pretty hard. So you feel them bass do that initial bump, listen, you know, grabbing the bait, then sometimes you feel it again. That sucker just hit it once, started swimming off with it, and I had to yeet her in. That was fun. I got bass fever right now, my heart's beating. I got another one. That is a bigger one. Oh, we're on them now. That's a bigger fish. That's a bigger fish. What is it? Is it a catfish? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I hooked it in the tail. Hooked in breech. That's all right, we'll take it. It's a foul hook. Penalty stroke, it's okay. Oh my goodness, we hooked her hard. How did that happen? So this fish must have swiped at this. Oh, you weren't getting off. Golly, penalty stroke, but that's a bigger bass. Was right about that. Pretty fish, healthy. We're on them, that's 2 casts. Back-to-back fish. Hello, YouTube. I bet he's guarding some little beds out there. Pretty fish. Pretty old fish. Let's go ahead and get a good healthy release on this one too. Look at that. Nice. All right. Sorry I hooked you in the foot. You're free to go. Look at that, that is neat. That water's so clear, you can see that bass still. Awesome. Well, we're starting to piece it together now. I'm gonna pull out this tackle bag here and show you what we're working with. Not gonna waste, not gonna litter, so we're gonna put our old plastic in our bag. And then we're gonna just throw this. It's the 6 cents Clout 5.4 inch. So we caught 2 bass on one of these, and I probably could have saved that, and I got a little impatient, was ready to chunk back out. So knowing I had some more of those Clouts, I wanted to get back in the water. But that's 2 bass, I'm excited. This lake usually whips my butt. I want to see if we can catch a little bit bigger one. And if they're spawning up in here, maybe, just maybe, we can piss off Big Mama. One thing's for sure, I'm gonna have to leave here in 30 minutes because I don't want to piss off my Big Mama. Not that she's big, she's just Mama. Just keep working this slow and see if we can keep getting these bass to bite our worm here. For anybody who has ever hooked a fish backwards, whenever I was bringing that one in, I was saying, oh, this is a bigger fish, bigger fish. Every time I've brought a fish in feet first, they've felt like they were about 4 pounds bigger than they are. It felt like that fish thumped it. But maybe that was it just, you know, swapping away. Maybe he came up and got a good look at it. This water is super clear. What do you think? You guys count that if you foul hook one, or? I think everybody does. You may say you don't, but when you go home and tell your wife, your spouse, your friend, whoever, you go tell somebody about how many fish you caught, you tell me you don't talk about it. How we doing? What a great way to start Sunday. I bet that guy in that kayak's a little heated because those boys on that boat just big dogged him. This is a gentleman over there that was fishing on his kayak over there by the dam. Somebody came through with their Mercury or their Evinrude. Told them get to paddling. What can you do? Well, we got those 2 bites and it's been pretty calm since then. I think it's because those blackbirds came over here and given up my position. All right, last cast not looking very promising. We're about back into the bank. Well, there we go. That's all right, we had fun. Lots of fun. All right, let's put our little sissy pack back on and we're gonna head in. All right, that's how we're going to end our Sunday morning fishing trip. Thank you for sticking with me. If you made it this far and watched me catch these 2 fish, had a great time. Marine Creek usually kicks my butt. Today I was able to come out here, check off the mission. I just wanted to catch 1 fish, was able to catch 2. Appreciate all the support, everybody who watches the channel, anybody who shares, mentions, comments, likes. Really appreciate it. I have fun bringing it to you. Hope you had fun watching it. Peace out, Marine Creek. Peace out, YouTube.